to want to run and go sign up right now, because if not, you're going to have the biggest FOMO all year long. And just to say this, like, even if you're starting right now, you can be a new regional vice president by you know, by April, whenever GTC is. And you're not going to want to miss the opportunity to walk on stage, or if you're a new area manager, you get to go to the white party. There's just so much. I know all my people last year that couldn't go, they're like, I am so mad I didn't go, because it is just so worth it. So if you have not signed up, go ahead and do that immediately. It is the best event of the year, and you're going to really want to be there. I do want to mention, though, we mentioned today something about room blocks. So those room blocks are sold out, but that's okay. You can try to get a room at the NY Hotel or Park MGM and just go ahead and get it outside of the room block, or just any hotels around the MGM. So the MGM is where the conference is going to be located. So if you didn't get a room there, get one as soon as possible in that area. So basically, like I said, I'll send that in the group me, but the NYN Hotel or the Park MGM, and just get it outside of the blocks. And basically, you want to go ahead and reserve those rooms. Like, we're going to try, our goal is by the end of next week is to set up a group message with, everyone who's going to GTC. So maybe if you want to find some roommates or whatever to make it cheaper, that is totally fine. But you want to go ahead and secure that room just in case, because, you can always cancel, but you want to get it while you can at such a good rate. So sign up for that immediately. Also, I want to touch on free sign up this month, y'all. Okay, first of all, it was amazing. We had it in October. I've never, ever, ever, ever seen them. Granted, I've only been doing this for like almost a year and a half, but even Kat says, like, as long as she's been it, they've never done it 2 months in a row. So we have such an amazing advantage. And if you're not taking advantage of this, like, it's crazy not to, because people all the time ask for deals, and we're giving them a deal. So make sure you're taking advantage of this free sign up, especially because we have some new products that are being released this month. So I was fortunate enough to be in the business last year around this time, and we had some amazing products released. And as you all know, when we release products, they go fast. So we have Kat. She has the privilege of being an MVP, and she knows what they are. And I have heard, she hasn't said what they are, but she's been raving about them and said, like, it's some of the best things ever. So you want to go ahead and make sure that you are just like getting these people signed up, getting them on board, because I'm pretty sure they're releasing some previews this weekend of what they might be. And so not sure exactly when those are coming out this month, but you're going to want to be ready to go, because they're going to be amazing. So with that being said, I want to go ahead. I hope I'm not missing anything I'm reading here. You want to make sure your notifications are on so that you do not miss out when the teasers come out, because they're going to go quick, and you want to make sure that you're getting them for yourself and for your clients. So with that being said, though, I want to introduce Bradyn to y'all. I'm sure many of you already know who she is, but I just was like, I just want to say something about her, because she is just such an amazing person. I added her on my team around a year ago, I guess a year and 2 months ago. And she was a person, I know I'm not going to take away from her story, because she's going to tell you more and more about it, but she was a person who was just very a heck no. And thankfully, after talking to her for a long time, I did not give up her. And she was someone that really scared me to ask. But I asked, and even though she ignored me, I continued to ask, and she finally jumped in. And y'all, she jumped in with 2 feet. She did not hesitate. She jumped in, and I think before she even clicked submit, she was telling her friends about it. And so I think that's one thing I really want y'all to take away from her tonight. I think a lot of people think, oh, I've got to finish my 30 days, or I've got to do this or do that. She jumped in and signed up with her products, and immediately got friends to jump in and do it with her. And so I cannot wait for y'all to hear about her and hear from her heart, because she's just such an amazing person, and you'll learn so much from her. So Bradyn, take it away. I'm so proud of you, girl. Literally 2.5 months it took her to go VP, because she just is relentless and just works her butt off. So take it away. I'm so proud of you.
Madeline, I love you so much. And I say I could not do it without her. But if you know who I am, if you don't, my name's Bradyn Eaves. I am a regional vice president with Arbonne, soon to be executive regional vice president. And I'm so excited for that. But really tonight, y'all, I just want to share my heart with you. I want to share what's been on my mind, what's been on my heart. And right before this call, I kind of have butterflies in my stomach right now, because it's been a little while since I've shared just anything with anyone about on team calls. And so anyways, I was praying, and I was just like, God, whoever's on this call tonight, I just pray they are blessed by this, that they take away something from this, because y'all, this business is all about just building each other up and just helping and loving and serving other people. And that's what we're called to do on this earth, is to love and to serve. And we get to do that through Arbonne. We literally get paid to be the best version of ourselves and help other people do the same thing. And so I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that a lot of my notes have come from other trainings and other books that I've read. So if you aren't listening to at least one training a day and diving into personal growth and development books every single day, I'm telling you, you need to do it, because through that I have learned so much and it has helped me so much with my business. But like Madeline said, I was a hard no. I mean, I ignored her for several times and she never gave up on me. And I'm so glad that she didn't. And 2.5 months later, after I jumped into my business, I was regional vice president with Arbonne. And I can tell you right now, there is nothing special about me. I am your average Joe. I could not be more of a normal human being. I mean, if you hear my accent, how can people honestly take me seriously sometimes? Because they're like, where are you from? I'm like, yeah, I'm from Mississippi. So literally your most average 24-year-old girl from Mississippi who just wanted more for herself and saw this incredible opportunity and just went in for it. So I will say a lot of my success that I owe in the beginning is that I just dove right in. I'm telling you, literally, as soon as I pressed that submit button, I was nervous and I was scared for what was to come, but I knew that I wanted this to work and I was going to make it work and nothing was going to stop me and I was going to get to wherever it is that I wanted to be. So I will tell you right now, I didn't wait for my 30 days to finish. I honestly didn't even wait for my products to come in. I was so ready to jump in and share this with everyone because I knew what it could do in my life. So I jumped in with both feet and I shared these products and I shared this business with anyone and everyone that would have an ear to listen to me. And I'm not even kidding you, y'all. And that's a lot of the times that we overcomplicate this. But y'all, this business is just sharing products and sharing the business with anyone and everyone that you know. And I really do believe that that's why I was so successful in the beginning, is because, like I said, I jumped in with both feet and I didn't stop. Like, just do it. Just jump all in. You know, first time that I tried the products, started sharing Arbonne right away. And I shared my process through my first 30 days to healthy living. I didn't wait till I had all my results. Literally after 3 days, I was like, oh my gosh, y'all, look at this water weight I just lost. I mean, I was sharing every single bit of my 30 days to a T with every single person that would hear me out. And honestly, social media, y'all, it is so important to be consistently sharing Arbonne on social media, because I can tell you right now, there are people that are looking at your social media account and they're just waiting to see when you're going to quit and when you're going to give up. But you're not going to quit and you're not going to give up, and you're going to continue to share this amazing product, these amazing products, and this amazing business with every single person out there. I mean, I have someone who just purchased the 30 days to healthy living from me yesterday. You know, I started on September 3rd, 2018. She has been watching my stories for 1 year and 2 months, and she finally messaged me and said, all right, let me hear what you have to say. And I sold a 30 days to healthy living to her, and I'm so excited because I know that she's going to love it and it's going to change her life like it has mine, and like it has. If you don't mind muting yourself, I just shouldn't with the background noise. But anyways, something that has truly helped me, and really and truly, this is something that I know we all struggle with. Personally, I struggle with it sometimes, but I will say thanks to God and my personal development and Madeline and Kat, who are my therapists, you know, literally every single day, I'm able to push through. But y'all, stop comparing yourself to other people and stop worrying about other people's opinions. I could sit here and harp on this all day long, because for some reason, when I started my Arbonne business back in September of 2018, there were some people who I thought were my very good friends and who were near and dear to my heart that just had such a big problem with it. And because of their opinions, I almost stopped. And can you imagine what my life would have been like if I just would have stopped because Sally said that she didn't like what I was doing or that I looked silly? Absolutely not. I don't care what anybody has to say, because guess what? I'm living my best life and I'm helping other people do the same. And honestly, y'all, comparing yourself to other people's journeys, like, this is only going to make you doubt yourself and question your worth. And I'm telling you right now, you are worth so much. God made you for a purpose, and your purpose is to love and to serve, and everybody else has their own special gift, their own unique gift and everything like that. And you are you, and that is something that no one else can take away from you. And you have got to just honestly embrace that and just go out there and do you, be you, and share this gift with other people, y'all, because every single second that you're questioning yourself and that you're comparing yourself to other people, it's only going to set you back. I know that there was a time in my business where I was not doing good and honestly was not getting in my personal growth and development like I should have been. And I was constantly comparing myself to other people's highlight reels. But let me tell you something right now. on the outside looking in, when people see my Instagram, I'm sure they think my life is just perfect. Everything's happy go lucky. I only get success. I only have yes. But y'all, that's not true. Behind those highlight reels is hard work that people are putting into. And I can promise you right now, the moment that you stop comparing yourself and comparing your journey to other people, that's whenever you're going to really step into who that you're meant to be and be the best version of yourself and just honestly soar in your business and in life in general. Because like I said, y'all, you don't know the behind the scenes and you don't know what they're dealing with, because every single person out there, they have their own struggles. So just don't forget that you're a human and they're human too, and your journey is so perfect for you. Your journey is honestly meant for you, because I can guarantee you one day somebody's going to need to hear your story. And there's your story that you have with your RBOB business is going to touch someone else's life, and it's going to be the life and the encouragement that they needed to hear to keep pushing through this business. So honestly, that's my top tip always. Jump in with 2 feet and never compare yourself and compare your journey to anybody else's, because everyone's journey is so different. But y'all, everyone is successful if they choose to be. Let me just back up one more time. Everybody's journey is so different, but your journey can be so successful if you choose for it to be. You can sit there and pout and whine because so-and-so promoted faster than you, or so-and-so sold a 30 days and you haven't sold one in a week. But y'all, you have to put your head down, stop looking sideways. You put your head down and you get to work, because your time is coming. All it takes is that time and consistency, and I promise you it will come. Success comes whenever you are continuing to push through the hard times, all the no's, all the doubts, all the fears, and you're putting your head down and you're getting to work, because I can guarantee you at the end of the tunnel, there is going to be a light. And I can promise you, when you get to VP, the no's still come. I heard so many no's today, but I promise you the yeses will come. And all the no's mean is that you're continuing to ask more people, because I always tell myself, when someone tells me no, that means not right now or next opportunity. And I'm not going to let that no just get me down the rest of the day. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to continue to share this incredible business with so many different people, because it has been such a blessing in my life. And I know that I'm going to be able to get out there and help somebody else. Another thing that I always want to harp on is how fast it takes you to promote to something, and how slow it takes you to promote. Y'all, I can guarantee you that no one is going to ask you, how long were you a consultant before you promoted to district manager? No one is going to ask you that. No one cares, honestly. And I know that one day, whenever you reach executive national vice president, do you think you're going to sit back and be like, wow, okay, I'm an executive national vice president now, but dang, it took me 6 months to promote to district manager. Like, you know what? Who cares? You pushed through, and now you're an executive national vice president. But I will tell you that your story, like I said earlier, is going to help somebody out there who maybe is just starting their RBON business and they need a little life breathed into them, and they're going to hear that this successful executive national vice president was a district manager for 6 months. But I promise you, if you continue to push through, you're going to be successful in this business. Another thing that this is something that's always been on my heart, and this is something that I always think about every single day. It's from the book Chase the Lion. If you haven't read it yet, I definitely highly recommend it. But in the book, it says that we tend to avoid situations where the odds are against us, but when we do, we rob God of the opportunity to do something supernatural. And I can tell you right now, when I started my RBON business, the odds were against me. And I'm sure you felt the same way, that, oh, nobody's going to buy from me. Nobody's going to want to join my team. Like, why would anybody want to buy something from me? But y'all, that is where God gets to step in. And that's where you also get to step in into who you're meant to be. Because whenever the odds are against you and you overcome those odds with grit and a servant heart, and just so much great, incredible mindset, work ethic, you name it, you're doing the do, God is going to show up, and then he's going to do the unthinkable, that's not a word. And I can promise you right now that the Lord can do immeasurably more in your life than you could ever imagine. All it has to be is you have to have a decided heart, and you have to get your head right now in the right spot, and you get to work. And I promise you that God will show up and he will do the rest for you. So honestly, what I want you to take away from that is that your journey is special and it's yours, and you need to own it. Last year at GTC, like I said, or like Madeline said, you need to go. It was a game changer for so many people. But last year, the GTC theme was Own It. And I can tell you right now, y'all, you need to own your journey. You need to be proud of your journey. I remember a story that Cecilia Stoll used to tell when she promoted to district manager. They had name badges, and she was so proud that she promoted to district manager. And I can promise you right now, if you can promote to district manager, you can promote to the top. But she had a name badge and it said district manager, and she would go around saying, I am Cecilia Stoll, the district of the managers, or it was something like that. It was so funny. But y'all, she was proud of it. And that's what you need to be. Even if you're a consultant right now, be proud of that. You're already doing more than the next person. You've taken the leap of faith. You're betting on yourself, and you're doing more for yourself now than that next person is. So you be proud of where you are, and you act like an executive national vice president. Your title does not define who you are in this business. That has nothing to do with anything. All your title is basically how much your monthly ranges of payment is. That's all it is. Your title has nothing to do with you, and it has nothing to do with your identity. So if you're harping on the fact, well, I probably shouldn't go live on Instagram because I'm not a district manager yet, or I can't be hosting all these events. I'm not a regional vice president yet. Like, no. Stop that right now. You start working and acting like you are already an executive national vice president, because I can promise you one day you will be. And the sooner you start working and thinking that way, honestly, the sooner that it may come. But if it doesn't, guess what? That's okay, because that's your journey. Because in the end, you're going to be successful if you choose to be, and if you continue to work through the obstacles and the hoops and the jumps in this business, because it is inevitable that it will come. You will have hard times in your business. You will have hard times in your life where you feel like you need to step away from your business. But I can tell you right now, one of the most successful times I had in my business was when my grandmother passed away of cancer. And y'all, sorry, that was like one of the hardest times in my life. But do you know that I did take a step back for a couple of days just to be with my family, but I got right back into it because I knew that that was something that she would want me to do. And I wanted to glorify God through every single thing that I did in my business. And y'all, that was the biggest month I ever had in my Arbonne business, was the month that she passed away. And I thought my world was trembling. But because of my incredible Arbonne friends and just the community that I was surrounded with in Arbonne, I was able to, push through, continue my personal development, and work my butt off and have the best month I had ever. So do not let any outside forces come in and try to get you down, because I can tell you right now, the devil is at work, because you are doing something amazing for yourself. And you're growing yourself mentally, physically, spiritually. You were doing all the things that he doesn't want you to do. But guess what, y'all? Like, we have all of the tools to literally defeat the devil and rise above and be successful in this business and give God all the glory, because that's why we're in this business, is genuinely to love and to serve others. And that's all it is. A lot of times I think we like to overcomplicate this business, that we have to do this, blah, blah, blah. And really and truly, all it is you're just sharing your heart and you're sharing your passion for this company. And like I said a little bit earlier, this doesn't have to be something that you have to continually be like, oh, well, I don't know, I didn't promote yet, so I can't do that, or I can't do this. Like, no, you work now, because in the long run, those sacrifices, these short-term sacrifices that you're making for your business, you're going to have a long-term benefit for them. So a little bit more into just kind of how to work your business in general, other than your 40 faces a month and your reach outs and social media and your follow-ups and everything like that. I want to kind of get more into the mindset and the heart of this. I hope I don't go over 30 minutes, because I don't want to, waste any of your time. But I will say, like Madeline always says, this business is 90% mindset. And I was talking to someone the other day, and you honestly could work your butt off every single day for this company and have the crappiest mindset and be like, oh, this isn't working, this isn't happening for me. And you're not going to see anything come from that work that you've done. But when you're working your butt off and you have this abundance mindset that everything great is happening for you, you look yourself in the mirror, tell yourself how awesome you are. You're a business building magnet. You're an executive national vice president with Arbonne. And when you combine that abundance mindset with that work ethic, y'all, you're going to be unstoppable. unstoppable. Like I said, this business is honestly, it is 90% mindset. I learned that from Madeline, and I know that firsthand. So like I said, dive into a personal growth and development book. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm reading a book right now where it talks about how repetition is so important because it will finally be embedded in your brain one day. But I can tell you right now that if you are diving into personal growth and development for at least 15 minutes a day, every single day consistently, you're going to see a huge change in your business. Another thing that I want to talk about is how you need to think and you need to feel good, abundant thoughts. Like I was talking about daily affirmations. And when you're not in that state of mind, and just do the activity anyways, because that state of mind will come to you. Every single day I get in front of my mirror, and I'm sure my roommates think I'm kind of crazy, but I get in my mirror, I stand with my hands on my hips, and I say out loud at least 20 to 30 affirmations to myself every day. And I will say, in the beginning, I did not believe those affirmations about myself, but as time went on and I was putting those good thoughts out there and saying them out loud, I started to feel that way, and I started to act that way and work that way. And I promise you, affirmations and personal development are a key mindset part to your business. Another way, quickest way to get out of funk is to get into activity. And if you aren't seeing your results and you're doing all the activity, that just means that you need to do more. Honestly, if you are doing your 5 reach outs a day and your 3 follow-ups a day and nothing's coming of it, why don't you try 6 reach outs a day and 4 follow-ups a day? If you're not seeing results from the activity that you're doing, just do more. And I promise you, with time and consistency, you will see results come to you. And I can promise you that because I had a conversation with a precious girl in March of this year. And just now, November of this year, she's signing up to be a consultant. And y'all, that took months and months and months of just planting that seed and having different kind of follow-ups with her. And finally, she's ready to jump in. And like me, it took Madeline probably 10 follow-ups before I finally was like, okay, let's do this. And so that person that you're thinking of right now that's in your mind that you really want to be on your team, but they haven't messaged you back, or you followed up 6 times, but they're still not interested. You keep following up a 7th, an 8th, a 9th, a 10th time, because y'all, this business is a gift, and this is such a great gift to give away. And how selfish are we to be so scared what Sally Joe thinks about us because we want to share our bond with her? Because I promise you, in the end, she's going to be kissing your feet for never giving up on her, because I can say that about Madeline, because I could actually kiss her feet. And I used to think, oh, that poor girl, she is sucked in a pyramid scheme and she's never going to get out and she's about to lose all her money. And now here we are, and I'm leading a team call as a regional vice president on this call, honestly, because Madeline didn't give up on me. So do not stop on that 8th or that 9th or that 10th time, because these people need this business. There are people right now out there that are just praying for an opportunity for someone to come to them. And it's up to you to get out there and to show them who we are, what we're about, and what this business can do for them. Something else that, obviously, besides personal growth and trainings and affirmations, that I really like to harp on, and I'm not trying to make this a sermon, but pray bold prayers. And I know that sounds so silly, but y'all, I feel like a lot of times when we're praying, or if you do pray, I'm like, thank you for this day, blah, blah, blah. Pray those bold prayers, God. I mean, y'all, not God, sorry. Pray those bold prayers. You work like it's up to you, and you pray like it's up to him, because ultimately it is. And like I said, the enemy is at war with you every single day, but if you've opened your eyes to see that God's already given you all the tools to defeat him, all you got to do is just pray like it's up to him and work like it's up to you. And with those two together, you are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Another thing, people, a lot of people hit a dead end in their dream journey because they're waiting for God to go first. And honestly, you have to have faith in yourself. You have to have faith in God. You have to have faith in this business that it's going to work. You may have to take that first step, and then God's going to reveal that second step. There was a story that I heard really quick, and it was about this new church that was starting up, and they really needed a drummer for their worship team. And it was just they had nobody there. The preacher was singing. He wasn't a good singer. And it was on his heart that he was supposed to go buy this $400 drum set. And he was like, I don't have money to do that. Well, he went and bought it anyways. And what do you know? A week later, a drummer waltzed into his office and said, I need a job. Can I be the drummer for your worship band? So y'all, all it takes is you stepping out in faith and doing what you're supposed to do. And then God's going to show up and he's going to do the rest. Another thing that I always want to talk about is team calls and plugging into the group me and going to conferences like GTC and things like that. Whenever you are being poured into and somebody's taken the time to really sit here and give you all the top tips that have helped them or anything that's on their heart to share with you, y'all write it down and apply the advice. Every single Sunday we have team calls, and every single Tuesday we have team calls, and y'all, they're only 30 minutes. And all that could take you is just that quick 30 minutes to sit down, listen to whoever it is that's speaking, write down whatever they have to say, because they've gone before you and they've paved the way and they have learned what works and what doesn't. All it takes is for you to listen and to soak it all in and take that advice. And another thing that I always love is just starting with gratitude, y'all. How lucky are we that we get to share the best products, rated #1 healthy living inside and out, and the best business with other people, y'all. We are living the freaking dream. I mean, I'm sitting here in my band t-shirt, my cardigan, my pajamas, sharing Arbonne, and technically I guess you could call this work, but I get to sit here and share my heart with so many people. And y'all, there's people out there that are praying for this opportunity. And if you're not there yet in your business where you're like, well, I mean, it's just been really hard, you keep pushing through and you be grateful for everything that you have right now, because I can promise you gratitude is everything. And you're waking up today, you have lived this day, and you got tomorrow to see. And all you have to do is just thank God for that and just write down 5 things a day that you're grateful for, because I promise you there's so much out there that you can be so grateful for in this business and honestly outside of it. And another thing that I always want to talk about is talking to your sponsor. I have people who always are worried. They're like, I just didn't want to bother you. Like, I didn't know if I could talk to you about this. But y'all, talk to your sponsor. They want to hear from you. All we want is to help those who want to be helped. And if you want to be helped, I promise you in Arbonne, we are going to help you. All it takes is you just having the courage to step outside of your comfort zone. Who cares what people have to say about you starting an Arbonne business? You're doing something to better yourself and to better other people's lives. I mean, what more could you ask for? You are not doing any harm to anyone. All you're doing is just sharing your heart and sharing this business. And I can promise you, people aren't going to remember what you said to them. They're going to remember how you made them feel. So as when it comes to sharing this business and sharing these products, you share them with passion. You share them with excitement, because how you put it out there to them is how they're going to receive it. Think about this. If I'm trying to share the business with someone and I'm talking on the phone with them and I'm like, yeah, Arbonne's great. I earned my Mercedes, and I've really built a life by design. Nobody is going to listen to that. That's so boring. And it doesn't matter if you're a district manager, area manager, regional vice president, national vice president. Y'all, you share this with passion and you share this with excitement. You go to the next person, you say, hey, how are you? I'm so excited because I just promoted to district manager in Arbonne, and I want to take you to the top with me, because I know that me and you together, we can do this thing and you can be successful, and I can show you every single step of the way. They're going to listen to what you have to say because you're sharing it with that passion and that excitement, and that's all it takes. I can promise you, one time I was having a bad day and I was sharing my bad day with Madeline, and I literally don't remember what it was that she said to me, but all I remember is that I just started crying because she just made my day so much better. And y'all, this is talking about just in general in life and in this business. You bring your complaints up and you bring your blessings and your gratitude down. So don't ever go to someone else that's on your team or a sideline sister and complain about, oh, I'm having a hard time in this business and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I just can't see whatever. You bring that to your sponsor so that your sponsor can breathe life into you, because I promise we've all been there before. We all have the same struggles that you do. We all have the same doubts sometimes that you do, but all that takes to fix that is a little bit of personal growth and a little bit of activity, y'all. And that is going to get you out of that bad mindset that you have. But I promise you, with the abundance mindset, you're going to see an abundant growing business. Another thing, this is going to be the last thing that I leave you with, or a couple of more things and then I'm done. But don't ever feel like you aren't good enough to get out of the rut, because you were in this business for a reason. Let me say that one more time. Do not ever feel like you're not good enough to get out of the rut. Don't ever feel that you're not good enough to be successful in Arbonne. Don't ever feel that you're not good enough to have that girl join your team. Don't ever feel that you're not good enough to drive that white Mercedes or to walk the stage at GTC, because I promise you are good enough. You are worthy. And I promise you, one day you're going to look back at this moment that you are in right now and laugh like, oh, why was I so worried about my Arbonne business? Because I promise you, God is faithful through every single step of the way. And I'm telling you right now, your sponsor, whoever it is, they want to work with you if you're willing to work. And all it takes is a decided heart and a work ethic that is going to just put you to the should honestly put you to straight to the top, and you are going to be a force to be reckoned with, because I promise you the world will step aside whenever you have a made up mind. And then the last thing that I want to talk about, or it's just not really what I talk about, it's just a quote. And this quote is something that I always think about, honestly, every single day. It is something that has gotten me through a bunch of different times in my business, maybe when something's not going right. But this is the quote, and it says, "When nothing seems to help, I go and look at a stone cutter hammering away at his rock perhaps 100 times without as much as a crack showing in it. Yet at the 101st blow, it will split in two. And I know it was not the blow that did it, but all that had gone before." So I promise you, the things that you're doing now for your business, they may not show up right away, but I promise you, if you continue and consistently show up for your business every single day, you're going to see amazing things happen in your business. Because like I said, we are put on this earth to love and to serve, and that's what we get to do in Arbonne, y'all. We get to love other people, and we get to serve other people through our amazing products and through our amazing business. So just jump in, just do it, close the back door right now, because Arbonne can offer you so much more. And I'm so sorry that I'm so all over the place. I'm super ADD, but that is all I have to say. And I cannot thank y'all enough for listening to me ramble and rant. And so I just really appreciate it.
I want to add one more thing before y'all hop off, just about affirmations, just because I loved everything Bradyn said, but I just want to add on just to show you like really how powerful they can be. So like obviously what we say to ourselves matters, and it's so important that we speak truth over ourselves every single day, because you know, we can believe in you all day long, but at the end of the day, unless you believe in yourself, nothing really is going to change in your business and in your life. So when you believe it, you're going to do it, just like Bradyn said, and you're going to feel crazy at first. Like you just will. It's natural to feel like kind of crazy, but the more you do it, the more you see it, the more you speak it, you're going to start believing it. And it's different than just like reading something versus saying it out loud. And, you know, when the devil tries to tear you down, you're going to know who you are. So I want to share Cecilia Stoll's affirmations that she says to herself every single day. I just think they're so powerful. And I'm going to leave you with this, and I can send this in the group meme and all the group messages too, so that y'all can have it and kind of like adapt it for you every single day. So her affirmations are: I am strong, I am brave, I am a great mom, I am a great friend, I am a great daughter and sister, I am a great leader, I love to get up in the mornings, I love reading, I love eating healthy and exercising, I love connecting with my team, I am a business builder magnet. I speak life over people, and I leave them better than I found them. I see the best in people. I don't gossip. I don't complain. I don't whine. I don't criticize. I don't make excuses. I love to stretch my potential. I thrive when I see obstacles. My comfort zone is not where I live. I love people. I choose to forgive. I don't hold on to offenses. I have passion for my business, and that passion is contagious. I let go of things that I can't control because I know who ultimately controls everything. Nothing can shake me. God is on my side, and with him, I can scale a wall. No weapon formed against me will prosper. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I matter. God has a calling and a purpose for me. I make a difference in people's lives. I have been elevated to this position for such a time as this. I will see my vision become a reality. So I just think that is so powerful. And if you guys haven't done so yet, like take out a sheet of paper and write down your affirmations. I'm going to send this out and make that a part of your daily routine, like right before you do your personal development or right after. So thank you so much, Bradyn. Your call was amazing. I'm going to send you the recording too after this.